Yo, bartender.
Bar's closed.
Hey, yo, bartender, what's good, man? Let me get a drink, man. Let me get a shot.
Hey, man, I know you just pulled up to the bar, but we closed.
Come on, man. You gotta be able to give me a shot, man. Come on.
You look like you need a drink, man, but I hate to tell you this, man. We about to close.
So you mean to tell me all these people out here, they got drinks and they got shots, but I can't get nothing. The bar closed that soon?
Okay, man, I don't know what else to say. I got this shorty half my age at the crib, and I'm trying to get to her. But last call was 10 minutes ago.
You know what? It's all right. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it.
All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna get you one drink, because it look like you need
one drink. I can do one drink. I can do one drink, because I really, yeah.
Hey, man, anything, man. Look like you got a lot on your mind and you need a friend right now. Pour it on me. Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome to Bar Talk with Jay. First of all, I gotta mention, we have big things changing. There's no more R&D. There's a company now called Dispose gonna change the game. That's the company I work with, and I'll be able to be the one to answer your phone call, answer your questions, and do what you need done. That's right. That's customer service at its best. Yes. So all you gotta do is just give me a holler. That's right, that's what we gonna do. But right now, we gonna go back to the person sitting next to me. That's right, that's my man, Craftmatic. How you doing, big baby?
Man, I'm fabulous, as per usual.
Yeah, per usual.
Yeah,
okay,
per
fabulous.
usual, man. I got so much stuff going on right now, I'm pulling my hair out.
You did a mighty fine job pulling hair out. You pulled that shit from the roots.
Clean shave.
I'm about to tell you to the root or to the toe.
But just fired up about life, man. Got all kinds of projects going on. I got a full-time job. I got 2 real estate projects. Trying to keep my workout going, and got a lady in my life.
Ooh, that's a workout, ain't it?
That is a workout. That most certainly is a
Captain
workout.
Nasty.
Yeah, man. So life is great, man. How's it going for you, Smooth?
Man, life is going good. You know, I don't have all what you have. I'm working on it, though.
Yeah.
Getting more into the exercising. A woman in my life, just one. I'm working there. I gotta get some things out the closet. So I gotta clear out some space.
So are you on the right or the left side of one? Are you at none or are you at?
I mean, you know, I'm like this. I'm like I'm not committed to one, because when I commit, that's it.
Okay.
I ain't no more of all that. But right now, since I ain't, the sky's the limit, bro. I mean, my whole thing is
sky is the limit.
Yeah, I mean, why? See, my whole thing is when it comes to being in a monogamous relationship, make sure you're ready. Don't let somebody force you into something before you're ready.
Yes.
Because what you're going to do is have resentment. My whole thing is, why would I want to resent a person that I really care for? My whole thing is, let me get myself developed, get into a place where I'm more comfortable, and that's really me. That's me coming home and understanding I have to quit being selfish.
Yes.
But as long as I got some selfish ways and I'm not even trying to change them, then I don't think I'm suited to be with another person. I'm not compatible.
That's big boy, Jay. That's grown folks.
But I'm going to tell you, it's not nice when you're trying to tell somebody that. I'm telling you, I get cussed the hell out.
I bet.
It ain't nice at all how they talk to me. They don't got to be so mean.
Well, they're trying to help conform you into the
That's
average, right?
This ain't roots.
Yeah,
okay, I don't like to get beat. You ain't got to chain me up and do all that. I would say Toby quick. You got to beat the hell out of me, get me to say something different. Nah, bro. Whoa, hold on. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
We won't be doing that again.
Stop the presses,
what?
Right? Let's welcome our audience. Folks, we want to welcome you to Bar Talk with Jay. And my name is Craftmatic. This is my boy Smooth Jay.
In the building.
And this is our opportunity to inspire. And we do that through dialogue. We come up with these really interesting topics. Some are a little edgy, some seem like a little boring, but once you dig into the subject and create some meaningful dialogue, it's kind of inspiration and therapeutic for all of us.
That's what I thought.
And so we're glad you're with us tonight. We got a great show lined up for you, and we got some good music lined up for our breaks. I think you're gonna really enjoy this show, and stay tuned because the second half of the show is actually, in my opinion, twice as good as the first half of the show.
We go in.
Because we go in on the subject. And boy, do we have an interesting subject for tonight.
Yes, we do.
I'm not sure how we're going to attack that one, but
don't worry.
It's going to be interesting.
All angles.
Yeah. So, all angles, right?
All angles.
So, we always start the show off with a prayer. And so let us go ahead and get it popping tonight, shall we?
I mean, you've been blessed, and remember Cash App, Bar Talk with Jay.
Okay.
Pass them donations.
All right, Heavenly Father, we just come into your presence right now, just thanking you for your power, thanking you for your love, thanking you for all the gifts of the Spirit that you bless us with. We ask, Father, that you would come into our presence tonight in this show, and that you would do your good and perfect work, that you should deliver a message that is profound and that is inspiring and that is liberating to not only us as co-hosts and as hosts, but also to our audience, Father, who is desperately seeking new ideas, new information, and the right understanding about this world. And so we thank you for being with us. We ask that you would guide the entire program. We ask all these blessings in your Son's name, Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
Amen, amen, amen. Woo! If they ain't the reason to do a cash app, Bar Talk with Jay, I don't know where they ain't.
I'm about to cash out myself.
What?
Boy.
Man, as soon as somebody pass me $1, bro, I'm pass it to you.
Okay.
You're doing that.
I sure appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, I'll pass a book.
So let's just jump into last week's topic, do a quick recap. Last week, we talked about what is it about relationships that makes it so hard. We sought to improve our relationship skills, right? But what makes relationships so hard?
Well, your ass don't recognize the shit you do. Believe
Okay.
me, relationships is really like two selfish people coming together and all of a sudden you expect it to work.
Mm-hmm.
It takes you to quit being selfish and understand you have a partner
Right.
and do things together. And that right there takes work. But a lot of times people feel like it's just a natural thing and it just happens, and that's why they run into a lot of problems, and then they don't even come to each other. So communication barriers, it become a lot of different things. But one of the things I really want y'all to look back at is your selfish ways.
Yes.
A lot of that has to stop. One of the reasons why I stay single right now, loving myself to learn to open up in a giving way where it won't be combative.
Yes.
I shouldn't have to fight the one I love. I'm already fighting the world to be successful. I shouldn't have to come home and fight again.
Right.
That don't make no sense. So that's just me.
Yeah, and you know, fight is an interesting word, as you put it, because as we discussed it last week, one of the biggest challenges, what makes relationships so hard, is communication.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you want to deliver a real nice, soft message and have somebody maybe to come into agreement with you, but you deliver that message and you get nothing but opposition, right? And they're saying, well, it ain't what you said, it's how you said it. So now I got to figure out how to craft and deliver a message to somebody who might not want to hear what I got to say. That can make a relationship hard, right? So I'm thinking on two different levels. I'm thinking, okay, I got to figure out the right message to share. From my heart, I got to figure out the right way to share it to somebody who might not want to hear anything I got to say. Somebody who might not want to hear that message, no matter what it is, no matter how soft or how hard I put that message, they just may not be interested in that answer or that response or that information that you have. And that makes relationships difficult.
It can make it very difficult, but this love crime is necessary. You know, sometimes it comes with pain.
It is.
You know, we be trying to make things soft. Sometimes you just got to be safe.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I try to say it politely as possible because I like to stay respectful. No matter what goes on, respect should be on the front of my lobe when I go to speak. But sometimes I gotta say some things that's gonna hurt your feelings. And my whole thing is no way around it. You asked me to do something, and I really feel like that's not what I can do right now. No matter how I say it, it's going to piss them off because I already know the answer they want. They
No
put
matter
it in
how
front
you
of
say
me.
it, yeah.
They want it, and they just waiting on me to say it. And guess what? I'm not gonna say it just to make your ass happy.
Okay.
And I'll be miserable knowing I'm lying.
Yeah.
Why would I set myself up like that? Because I want to make somebody happy. Listen, no. It's a happiness on two ways.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit around being miserable because your ass want to sit around smiling because you just sitting cute. Your cute ass get on my nerve.
Right.
Stop that.
Right.
Understand, it takes time.
Okay.
But you want it to happen all overnight. It don't happen that way.
It don't happen that way.
It takes a moment. You both got to adjust. And then, if they get it, they ain't ready.
Right.
They just want to hear it. So now you ready. Oh, well, see, I was still dating this other person. Oh, what the hell?
All right.
Some people just want what they want and they ain't even understanding where they at.
Right.
So like I said, it can go both ways, but it's not my opinion to say anything. Just look at what's going on in your relationship.
Yeah. You know, the reality is that men and women are very different. And now you got to take our differences and tomorrow those differences are going to change. So now you got difference times difference. And then you got to bring all these differences together and try to create some unity out of them, right? That's very difficult, right? You know, you might like to sleep in late, and I like to get up and get things done in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, it is a challenge because you know, we're operating in two different time frames, and we're trying to bring our lives together. And somebody's gonna have to give in, or we're gonna have to be spending some of that time alone, right? And you know, not to say without the other person.
That's what it sounds like.
You know, if you like to get up and clean up in the morning, once you get up and clean up, when I get up at 10 o'clock, then I'll help you, or I'll fill in where you didn't get done.
You know, but why you gotta turn the vacuum on in the bedroom? I mean, you like to get up. Can you vacuum another part of the damn house?
I said, can you cut the grass after I get up, please? Right?
Do I have to be woke up just because you can't sleep?
Yeah, yeah. Listen, you know, we're all not really interested in giving up our way. But in order to have a relationship, you have to give up your way. And you might spin it, you might fight it, no matter what the occasion is. At the end of that, when the two of you come to agreement, you're going to have to change your way. And that's both parties having to change their way. And again, you know, tomorrow both of you are different people, so now there's another change, right? I used to like it that way. In fact, my lady said to me the other night, we were watching some TV show, and this guy had presented himself as kind of a baller. Right? And so after a while, I guess, you know, his baller pocket kind of died off. So he's telling the girl, well, listen, I can't get you that. I can't get you that ring. I can't get you that purse you want, da-da-da-da-da. So now she gets mad. The girl gets mad with him and like, hey, well, you know. And my girl came in and said, well, he started out acting like a baller. He needed to keep on being a baller. I'm like, wait a minute.
That's how you go broke.
Yeah. Now see what happened in that equation was he was nice and generous and giving and trying to get her. And when, you know, and all of a sudden either his money ran out or he had to come to some form of realities. And when he did, it doesn't mean he didn't care for her any less, but he had to change the game. No, you cannot go out and buy a $10,000 purse. That's just not cool. And then if you're going to get mad.
Oh, hell no. Back up. $10,000 purse.
Right. Even if it's $100 purse.
I wouldn't. If she got mad, can she get it her damn self?
No.
Okay, see, that's the problem I have right there.
The problem.
I'm trying to trip, and I know a lot of people gonna give me some hate mail. I don't listen. If your broke ass can't afford it yourself, don't be looking at somebody else because they a baller. That's a person.
That's an excuse.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
My whole thing is grow up and realize if it's a good person or not. Just taking advantage of a person because they acting like they got a good kind heart gets old. It ain't about being a baller. Sometimes it's just about no good common sense.
And you know, sometimes the people who take advantage of other people can't see that the person who's being taken advantage of can see it.
Bro.
Right? They might not say anything, but they keep giving. The next time they give, they grit their teeth a little bit. Next time they see it give, they squint their eyes a little bit, and they start to realize that, hey, you're not being genuine on this side of the equation. And then at some point, something's got to change. You are using them, and they can see that you're using them. And if they stop being a fool, you're not going to like them anymore because now they've caught you in your act, or they're not putting up with your BS no more.
What did they bring it to the table?
Right.
My whole thing is if I'm out here spending and I'm being generous, and you ain't bringing nothing but cookies to the table, she the problem.
Yeah.
Because my whole thing is you got to be more than that.
You
way
deserve
more.
Cookie treatment.
I mean, cookie treatment is just going to be one thing. I mean, what else you going to be bringing?
What else you going to bring?
Because
exactly
you want me to come out
my
my pockets and pay like crazy. But you ain't willing to do no more. You can't cook. You don't clean. But you going to sit there and act like you still deserve. Because I'm a queen. Just because you can say it don't mean that's what you are.
And listen, that whole dialogue is an example of why relationships are so difficult, right? Because everyone's coming with a certain level of expectations. And I've always had this rule of thumb that expectations ruin relationships. If I start to expect something of you and you are not giving it to me or not willing to give it to me, then now I'm imposing pressure on the relationship. I'm imposing pressure on the other person, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work over time because the person gets tired of it. They get tired of it, or if they succumb to it, they're bitter about it, right? So it's just not a win-win scenario when people come with all these expectations, because it does ruin relationships.
It can, but I'm gonna tell you to help you out with that one, because we're gonna go to break real quick. One of the things I would say to help you out is understand where you feel and where you're at. My whole thing, you can't put pressure where I don't believe I want to go. So if you're pressuring me to do something and that ain't what I care to do, I'm not doing it, okay? So all y'all with this ride and die shit, if I'm riding in the car and you got some drugs on you and you slide over here to Jay and you talk about, bro, I already been in, you'll be in a short time, I'm telling you right now, your ass going down. Don't ride with me and think you gonna slide some shit this direction. Listen, I like my life, and if you want to live that way, 9 times you ain't gonna live that long no way.
Right.
So my whole thing is, you might as well go and suck it up and deal with it, because that's what you chose. Don't just go down the road just because somebody's sitting there and they taking bad behavior and they want to put you in on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta learn to stand up for yourself and realize, do not go down roads that your ass know you don't need to be down.
Right.
That don't make sense. Just like with a relationship. She want me to keep on spending. My whole thing, I'll buy you there. Right? I gotta eat anyway.
Right.
But if I gotta keep buying, you ain't even offering, you
ain't
you're a
even
gentleman.
offering, right.
You know, this is what your job is. Then you let me know what I'm dealing with. So don't be surprised I don't take your ass out to eat no more, because I'm still gonna be eating. I just won't be eating with you.
Man, listen, I'm
You
gonna
see
tell
with
you.
somebody else. Just to understand. That's why I sang.
Yeah, we got about 3 minutes before we go to break, but I'm going to say this. I can't tell you how many times that I was in a giving mode and I stopped giving because I could see that the person who I was giving to wasn't really appreciating it. It was just like they were just kind of sweeping the cream off the top. You know what I mean? They were interested in the nice dinners or whatever, and never interested in paying themselves, never interested in offering to help. I'm like, okay, well, if I spend $100 on this, you might spend $20 on that. You know what I'm saying? Go in. And all of a sudden you start to see this pattern where maybe they've been used to being taken care of. And this, I guess there's nothing wrong with that if they're spoiled, but that don't mean I have to succumb to it. You know?
Let me give you a bad situation about spoiling somebody. Want to see all the things we got going? Next up is my man. That look like him, that's not him, that one that makes me know about cornball material. He's up. That is Jamal. Jamal, how you doing, big baby? Hold on. Little technical difficulty. Hold on.
Hold on, we can barely hear you, my friend.
You know, we trying to get you adjusted here.
Okay.
Fellas, can you hear me?
There we
Yeah,
go.
we
Yeah,
got
we
you.
got a sound guy. I'm trying to fix you up. Yeah, what's up, player?
Man, what's happening, fellas? What's happening?
Oh, you know us, man. We trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
Pimpin'.
Yeah.
How was your day? Let us know that right now.
Let me start off with saying R.I.P. to that man, Memphis, man. 2020.
Yeah.
That funeral.
All right.
I was
Well,
the legend. I was the king.
okay. Well, we gonna need you to hold that mic. Hold your phone right to your mouth. Act like you make a little. Talk on it.
Shout out to my man, R.I.P., man. R.I.P. Nip, man.
All right.
2020, we lost the king. A man that literally promoted self-excellence to the fullest, self-education, self-worth. So we lost the leader, but the marathon continues. So that's the movement, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I've heard nothing but extraordinary things about that young man. Not to mention his last album, Victory Lap, was just fire, right? Just fire, man. I'm gonna go back and listen to it again tonight on my way to the house. Man, we're losing a lot of young talent in this world, and I'm not sure really, what finger to press, what button to press to place blame on that. But we keep losing a lot of talent. We're losing people to these abstract things. And maybe life just works it out to abstract. Maybe everybody lives according to abstract things, but when I think about Prince and Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston and and Biggie and Tupac, I mean, we're just losing some extreme people, some valuable people, valuable assets to our world, not just to our people, to our world, by these silly things, man. And so I just want to, I applaud you bringing up Nipsey Hussle. He was just profound and maybe even ahead of his time. But he was an example of what the good work is to be done, and he most certainly stood in the gap for our people and for the betterment of mankind. So we really appreciate him, and most certainly
the thing about Nip that everybody showed out that BET and CNN and CBS and Fox had to address, that the world had to stop and take notice, was this is a man from Africa. For real.
Right.
Like, name is literally God is shining. God is rising. That's what his name means.
Mm-hmm.
The word Nipsey is legit. Where he come from, that word means homie. Mm-hmm. And the hustle was just his self-motivation. So this is a man from Africa that came to the hood, stayed in his neighborhood, part of the street life, but legit developed and bought back the block.
Right.
Owned the block, owned the strip mall. So he created his own lane. Didn't have to sign to a company, but he did it his own way. So he's literally our Tupac, our modern day Rocky.
Yes.
Because he's every man's next man.
Yes.
He is the thug across the street. He is the business owner with a progressive mindset. He is that street rapper, that ghetto gospel. So his loss today is a light shining to every man that's standing up and doing what he got to do. So salute to every self-sufficient man that is making it on his own, man.
Absolutely.
And I definitely applaud you on that.
We applaud that
again.
Yeah.
One of the things I love about what he did is he did it.
Right.
So again, for anybody questioning how or this or that, that's the problem. What goes on in their life? We judging too much. This man went and did it.
He went.
He showed his work, but he did it by his work. So now a lot of us look. Did we lose a great hero? Yes. But again, are we gonna wake up? Or are we gonna keep on watching them die? Or are we gonna start doing? My whole thing is, if you don't want to be a maverick, then what the hell are you living for? Live your life to the fullest and enjoy it. I promise you, they snuffed his life out early, but he made an impact.
Right.
Make a difference in your life. Just watching TV and watching everybody else ain't gonna change nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you do. Put that kingship on that throne and get your ass to work. He did it. You can do it. What he just showed you, you put into plan of action. Let's make it happen.
There you go.
And then he didn't die in vain.
Right.
He might be gone, but I promise you, he ain't, because I already see the footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make this walk. Let's do this journey. And that's put the guns down, quit the unnecessary killing, and realize we can work together. This hater and this hate needs to stop.
Yeah.
But it's going to take time. It's been drilled in, and I really like to say he showed ways to drill it out.
Right.
Let's make that change.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. What came through my mind a moment ago when the two of you were speaking was that we have a lot of heroes that are still alive. You don't get through this world all the time just being regular, average, mundane, and not making things happen. The things that you make happen, though, may not be public knowledge. It may not be, people don't know that you raised the sun by yourself. People don't know that you started a business out of your garage. People don't know that, you had no degrees and no education, and yet you still went and made big things happen for your family and for your community. We have a lot of heroes there. The world is filled with them. But we're not oftentimes hearing our own story. We're not oftentimes celebrating our own successes. And that's part of the challenge in, just in a worldly way, is that, you can't hear everybody's story, but there are a lot of people who are on their grind, who are on the move. And I mentioned a couple of shows ago We talked about this world is, most people think this world is about one of two things. It's either about having fun, which is okay, but the other side of it is this world is about getting things done, getting work done. And so if you're not about getting work done, you're really just kind of spinning your wheels in life, and you really aren't going to achieve much at all. So, thank you so much, man, for bringing Nipsey Hussle to the table. It is it's a sad day to lose him and to lose what he stood for. But let's celebrate his life, and we may find some strength to walk in his steps.
I definitely agree with that one. Because again, I like to say, he did his thing. We need to do ours.
There you go.
And
We
that's
need to
how
do
you
ours.
gonna celebrate him, like
Right.
with Tupac. Everybody that you
Last
really
thing
love,
I shit.
continue.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jamal.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just starting to quote one of his songs. Last thing that I checked, I was the man on my set. Pretty much simple. You the man of your kingdom. You the man of your neighborhood. You the man of your crew, man. Just be the man of yours. That'd be the fun thing, man. Cornballs, just be the man of your goddamn self, man.
Right.
If you can do that, then you can take the next step. The hustle will continue. Hey, but crap, let me ask you this though.
What's up?
What's the topic for tonight?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give it to you, and we got really just like 2 minutes, so I want you to just go in on the subject for about 2 minutes, right? Do men like sexually aggressive women?
Hell yeah. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Yes, we do.
Okay. Define why.
Look at some cornballs on this. Mike, time to start it now. Okay, women, there's a reason that men go to the strip club. It's the fantasy. It's the fact that we don't have to tell that woman to start taking off her clothes. She already doing it.
Right.
It's the fact that we don't have to look at her. She smells money. She know which way she's supposed to come. You understand? So she takes the first lead. She is the fantasy. Women, if you would learn to stop making us have to make the first move. Stop asking me to rub your back every night that you want to start it. You know what I'm saying? You better do that Tutti Booty move in the morning a little bit more than what you regularly do it now. Y'all know that Tutti Booty move in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Don't be making me have to come rub up against you to wake you up. You need to just wake me up with a good morning before work is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Be more aggressive. If the only position you know is to lay on your back or bend over, you are failing in life and you are not watching enough videos. X videos, Pornhub, they are some great educational sites. You understand?
Right?
Great educational sites. They will teach you the techniques of some oral fixational skills. I'm telling you, you better practice with a banana or a cucumber. It helps. Learn to make the first move. If your man is watching TV for no reason at all, don't ask him nothing. Just come and start kissing on his neck. He gonna look at you real quick like, man, what you doing? Stop playing. Stop, wait, hold on. Yeah, let me, yeah, I'm gonna lean back right quick. You know what I'm saying? He gonna lean back. He gonna get the flow going. Before you know it, he gonna be going and returning the favor.
Yeah.
So make the first move at least 3 times out the week. Rest on the 7th. I don't know what to tell you. That should be something. There you go.
That's
what
good.
I'm saying is start the party too. You know what I'm saying? Turn the key in the ignition.
Yeah.
I wish it was a female ahead of debate. I wish it was.
I like your approach, my friend. And I
we
don't
had
think-
somebody on the couch that could have said something, but
I
we're
don't-
gonna let it go for right now.
Well, yeah, I think we're going to come back, especially if she wants to participate. That's good, healthy, solid information right there, my friend. Yes, I'm not answering the question, but yes, we do like women who take control.
It's all like you answer the question.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's very, very enlightening the way you put that, man. I don't know if it can be any clearer.
Save money on the bills. I mean, he won't be going to the strip club as much as you just pop it off one time. Victoria's Secret, they got the very sexy for men, so she can't never say she can't get you nothing out of Victoria's Secret. But what she can do is go in there and pop out the lingerie to the left-hand side. If she just go to the bin, she gonna get the 3 for $25.
Right.
What she need to do is go on the left-hand side, on the side of pink, you know what I'm saying? Go to the Victoria's Secret, get the catalog model selection. They got the bro and the, I'm telling you, I went with Charlotte the other day. Hey, I learned some things. She came back and they had a sale for the red robe with the word love on the back.
Yeah.
Listen, you get 2 panties, 2 bras with the robe for free. Listen, that was a gift to me. I enjoyed it. I
Exactly.
enjoyed going in there with her. Because when she came out of the bathroom, I seen her pop it off. I said, yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. That's
Yes.
what a black woman is for. That's women make the first move.
Yes.
Oh, you know what you can do? I'm sorry, I got to get a female this one. Listen, females, if you shave them legs, which I advise, it's that season, you better start shaving them, you understand? And you cross that leg and you show that thigh with the cocoa butter on it,
Yeah.
we love that for no reason.
Yeah.
If we in the living room or you in the bedroom and you just hike that leg up on the bed and you just start rubbing lotion, that is also considered the first move.
Okay.
If you go in the shower and you leave the door open, that is also considered a first move.
Okay.
You start following these principles, and your mornings for work will have a better smile on them than the night before. Follow these instructions.
That's good, man. That's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Listen, we're gonna need you to come back. We're gonna call you back in about 30 minutes, man.
Them nasty.
Because you are right on the money, man.
Them
I'm telling you.
nasty.
Listen, we gotta take another break.
But what she can do is go in there and pop out the lingerie to the left-hand side. If she just go to the bin, she gonna get the 3 for $25.
Right.
What she need to do is go on the left-hand side, on the side of pink. You know what I'm saying? Go to the Victoria's Secret, get the catalog model selection. They got the bro and the. I'm telling you, I went with Charlotte the other day. Hey, I learned some things. She came back and they had a sale for the red robe with the word love on the back.
Yeah.
Listen, you get 2 panties, 2 bras with the robe for free. Listen. That was a gift to me. I enjoyed it. I
Exactly.
enjoyed going in there with her. Because when she came out of the bathroom, I seen her pop it off. I said, yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. That's
Yes.
what a black woman is for. That's women make the first move.
Yes.
Oh, you know what you can do? I'm sorry, I got to get a female this one.
Quickly,
Listen,
quickly.
females, if you shave them legs, which I advise, it's that season, you better start shaving them, you understand? And you cross that leg and you show that thigh with the cocoa butter on it,
Yeah.
we love that for no reason.
Yeah.
If we in the living room or you in the bedroom and you just hike that leg up on the bed and you just start rubbing lotion, that is also considered the first move.
Okay.
If you go in the shower and you leave the door open, that is also considered a first move.
Okay.
You start following these principles, and your mornings for work will have a better smile on them than the night before. Follow these instructions.
That's good, man. That's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Listen, we're gonna need you to come back. We're gonna call you back in about 30 minutes, man.
Them nasty.
Because you are right on the money, man.
Them
I'm telling you.
nasty.
Listen, we gotta take another break. Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna be right back with more Bar Talk with Jay.
We can bring it back on. Alright, you gotta come in a later part of the next because we about to make it happen. Me and Crab Medic second part. But before we go there, we got to ask this person how was his day. We don't know, but we're gonna find out. Jeffrey, how you doing, big baby?
Brother Jay, what's going on, sir? Brother Crab, how's it going?
You sound kind of excited.
Man, it's going good. It's going real well, man. Always excited about your segment.
Mm-hmm. And how your day went? Mm-hmm.
Just so that you know, man, we hear a ton of feedback on your segments. Now, we do a 2-hour show here, and you got 20 minutes of it, and we hear so much every week on your commentary. People are over and over and over. Women, men, everybody's always saying the good Reverend Dr. Jeffrey is always on point. So we appreciate you being here tonight, man. How was your day today?
Oh, man, you know, it was a beautiful day in the air, a bit sunny, a bit cloudy, a bit overcast, but it was warm. The skirts are getting shorter, the shorts are getting shorter, and everything's looking glorious. But you know what time it is.
Yes, sir. Here we go.
It is time for you to close your mouth and listen. You ask me some questions, I give you some answers from a man's point of view.
Okay.
Now, I got one reason for the habitually single woman and one reason for the habitually single man as to why you might be single. But before we get into all of that, here is my disclaimer.
Okay.
Now, see, what I'm going to talk about might not apply to you, and if it doesn't apply to you, I don't want you to put your foot up in this shoe.
Okay.
But if it does apply to you, I want you to put both feet in both shoes and walk around in them because you're going to learn something tonight. Now, ladies, you go first.
All right.
Ladies, some of y'all are single simply because you think being a good woman is enough. Now, here's the thing I want you to understand. You done friend zoned and chilled out on so many good men, and you think that they are the problem. No, ladies, I'm here to tell you. The friend zone is a place that you put someone that you don't see any type of romantic interest in. We understand that. But when you come back and say you're a good woman, we have to remind you that that don't entitle you to be a good mate. And at the same time, don't think I'm going to hang around waiting on you to get yourself together. It's not going to happen. Ladies, I need you to understand, you don't have forever to get it right with a man. You just don't. Right. So that same vigor, that same type of focus, that same type of dedication that you spent on getting your education, working up the corporate ladder, getting your house and your car, and all those things that you have acquired, you have to invest that same type of energy in finding the right type of man for you. Not running because you're scared of that good man, not hiding behind your degrees, but actually giving yourself the opportunity to walk right into that pathway of love in a solid relationship. Yes. But see, you keep resting on your laurels. You think you can sleep with them damn degrees. You think because you that good woman that just gonna solve everything, that's the end all be all. And I'm here to tell you, that's exactly why your ass is single, because you so in love with yourself that you blinded yourself to true love shared with another individual.
Woo! He went out. No, he went out.
Let me tell you. You know, I've never quite thought about it that way, but you make one of the most valuable points I may have ever heard. Just because you are a good woman or a good man don't mean you are going to be a good mate.
That is correct.
You might have it going on by yourself, but you just never know how to put it together with somebody else. Because, like Jeffrey said, you think too much of yourself.
Right. It look good on you.
Right.
It don't work for everybody else. I mean, they so into themselves. What's wrong with me? I do it all. I cook, I do this, I do that. Because the fact that you got to tell me all what you do, I can recognize. But if you got to keep saying it, the problem is you.
You're self-centered.
What?
You're self-centered. Wow, man.
Get off self.
Get off
and
self.
You can understand compromise.
Man, and listen, we've seen that a lot. I've seen that a lot in my day. Women who are stuck on themselves, you know, and just couldn't move on. So, point taken, Brother Jeffrey. We feel it and we believe in it. We'll give it back to you, my friend.
All right, fellas, don't think I'm letting y'all off the hook.
Uh-oh.
Fellas, you are next. Fellas, quite simply, some of you guys are single because you have no game whatsoever. I mean, you ain't got no damn game. You think just because you a nice guy and you employed and you ain't got no kids and you got good credit that that's enough. A woman should just fall down at your feet, let her clothes trail behind, and she drop rose petals on everywhere you go. Hell no, player. What you got to first of all have is you got to have the ability to approach a woman and to spark her interest. If you're an attractive man, you got a heads up start on that. But if you can't attract her interest and then keep her interest with some type of intelligent conversation, your ass might as well stay quiet. I need you to understand, fellas, you got to have some type of game. You got to have something that you're competent in. You got to have some confidence to be able to display that competency. And you got to have the moxie to be able to stand up in your manhood and put a woman in her place when she gets loose in the mouth. I need you to understand and feel me. What I'm saying is this. You can be as nice as you want to be. You can be as thugged out as you want to be. You can be as hard as you want to be, fellas. None of that stuff matters if you ain't got no damn game. And your game is your confidence. Your game is your heart. Your game is your ability to display how much of an attractive individual you are and how much competency you bring to the relationship. Keep on floating around thinking that being a good guy is good enough. Hell no. You got to have a little bit of thug in you because that woman gonna test you. And when she tests you, you got to pass that test by being man enough to keep her in her place. Failure to do that will leave your ass nice and single.
Yes. Man. Wow. Woo. I think that's very equivalent to, just because you're a good woman don't mean you're a good mate, right? If you have no game, obviously a lot of that is men who just think they got it going on, and you know, their good looks or their money or their education is going to get them everything that they need. That is not the case. And I'd love to hear, in fact, rather than me speaking on it, I'd love to hear, just as an onset, what is game, Brother Jeffrey? What is game? What is good game? What does that look like?
You know, game is actually non-quantifiable, but I'll tell you what type of game that I bring to the table.
Right.
First of all, I'm smart enough to be able to meet you on whatever damn degree you got. I don't care if you're a doctor, a lawyer, a scientist, or an attorney. I don't give a damn. I'm smart enough to be able to have an intelligent conversation with you and scholarly enough to be able to engage you in your field. Now, of course, you're the expert. I'm not dumb enough to try to do your damn job, but I'm smart enough to have my job under my belt in a way that you can't challenge me on my stuff.
Right.
The same thing is, ladies, what I need you to understand too is I'm confident in my competencies. So when I approach you, don't worry, you ain't gonna have to build me up from the inside. I'm already strong on the inside. When I approach you, don't worry, you ain't gotta help me out with my money. I'm good on my money. When I say, hey, let's go out and eat, don't pull your checkbook out or your credit card out. I got it. But when I say, hey, I got it, I need you to sit your ass down and rest assured that I got it. Don't come over in my lane. Ain't gonna come over in your lane. That's what I do. That's what I bring to the table.
Yeah.
I'm confident. I'm confident. And my game speaks for itself because I'm able to walk the talk of everything that I say. In fact, I'm actually being modest about this stuff. Don't get it twisted. I will. Boy, I almost lost.
You're about to tell it, Jeffrey. You about to tell it dark side. Go ahead, Dark
That's
Raider.
all right. That's all right. That's all right. I think
sorry.
that's an
Don't
outstanding.
you be sorry. Be careful.
That's a good explanation for game, man. That's good. I mean, to be really, I heard mouthpiece with confidence and competence.
I heard
really,
everybody.
Yeah,
I'm nasty.
Listen, you just got to know how to hold your own and have a conversation. You know what I mean? Like, conversation is so important, man.
It sounded like he was gonna try to break her back. That was like he said, "Don't get it twisted, play it. Don't let the smooth taste food."
Right. And with that, we'll go ahead and turn it back over to you, Brother Jeffrey. It's all you.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to understand something. I mean this with nothing but sincerity. We got all these damn good women out here, educated and credentialed and degreed. Then we got all these good brothers out here, educated, doing for themselves, you know, taking care of business. But where are our good families at? We got to have our good couples. We got to have our good marriages. We got to have our good, you know, households, our good communities in droves, not just here and there, but I mean all of our communities. And it's because we're focused so much on the women. And then we're focused so much on the men. We got this initiative to empower women, this initiative to protect men, but we got to have the initiatives to build a doggone family. When we focus on the family, it addresses the man and the woman and the child. We get 3 for 1 when we focus on the family.
Yes.
We focus on the children at the expense of the mother or the expense of the father. Or we focus on the mother at the expense of the father. We got enough single mothers. Don't get it twisted. We got to build them up and glorify and edify them. That's not what I'm talking about. I am saying that we got to focus on the family.
Right.
And the family covers all of that. The family headed by the single father. The family headed by the single mother. And the family that's the nuclear family with the man and the woman there and the children. We got to focus on all of that because it solves all of the problems we're facing as a community.
Yes.
When we get our focus right, we build our relationships. We build our relationships, we rebuild our community. And our children got a safe place to play with kids they can grow up with and move on with and have these experiences and love on, not necessarily in a romantic way, but saying that's somebody I grew up with, that community love. We got to get back to that. And the minute we get back to that, man, it's going to be some awesome changes in our community.
Absolutely.
And that's all I got.
Ooh, that is a mouthful.
all.
That is a mouthful,
Out the
man. The initiative to build families. And, you know, I'd like to believe that part of what we do here helps inspire families, because if we can help get people out of their own way, they might find love. And, you know, they might find the ability, sometimes just finding the ability to care for others is a major step in the right direction. And we talk a lot about love and helping and supporting and, you know, not being self-absorbed, but really focused on the lives and of other people. So, well put, Brother Jeffrey, well put. Here's a quick question for you before we close out this segment, sir. It goes a little something like this. Do men like sexually aggressive women?
I'm going to tell you that there are some men that do. I would say a good majority of men that do when she knows what she's doing.
Right.
If she don't know what she's doing, it's like, oh, Lord, here she go. Man, would she just let a brother sleep?
Right.
But if that woman is a master of disaster,
Yes.
he absolutely loves it. But
Yes.
then you got a segment of men that get intimidated when he's dealing with a woman that's a master of disaster.
Yeah.
And when I say she's a master of disaster, I'm saying that she will break you off something so bad that you begin to see heaven. You start to change the way you focus, change the way you do stuff, because she has blown your mind. So I will say that there's a strong segment, 60% of men, that love an aggressive woman.
Right.
But there's that 40, I'm going to say 35% of men that can't handle the truth of a woman that's truly in tune with her own sexuality. And then there's that 5%. That 5%, they live to serve that woman.
Yes.
I'm going to leave it right there.
Wow. Wow, that's a great way to put it. You know, I'd imagine, you know, that
What's that?
men who live in the average population can be easily intimidated by a sexually aggressive woman.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Ain't no way in hell.
Yeah, they can be easily intimidated. So, and we need to talk about that, fellas.
Oh, we got this.
Right? We need to talk about that a little bit. So, listen, great response. Thank you so much for your input. Anything you'd like to share before we get out of here, bro?
Oh, man, I started writing this book, my first book, and quite honestly, it's going to be off the chain. Y'all put the seatbelts on because I'm spreading the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm scared.
I'm scared too.
I'm scared.
I hope you ain't telling 2 minute secrets.
Yeah, don't put Bar Talk with Jay in. I'm good. I got enough battles. I'm good.
Yeah.
I can give you some insight.
I heard a couple of videos this week where guys who just want to tell all the men's truths.
Yeah.
And man, we don't need that stuff
Self-snitching.
out there. Yeah. But we're looking forward to it, Brother Jeffrey, and we know you're gonna do a fantastic
Oh,
job.
now, y'all know how I do now.
Yeah.
I ain't talking to the fellas. Oh, I'm coming at the women on the first book. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Man.
Hit Eve up.
Yeah.
Hit Eve up.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right, man. Well, listen, we'll look forward to
All right.
talking with you next week, man. Thank you so much, bro.
No worries. I'll take care, fellas.
Okay. And folks, it is time for us to take another break. And of course, going into the second half of the show is when Jay and I go so hard in the
Oh, we're
paint.
about to go home.
And the brother Jamal, we're going to get him back on the line. He always adds a lot of value to these discussions. So you folks stay tuned.
Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.